My name's Crystal. I'm from Australia and I'm 34 next month. This is my second time at Namiakaya, which obviously says a lot about this place. Who wouldn't want to return here? I first heard about ayahuasca in my early 20s and I didn't feel the calling to come here straight away. I just found it like a really interesting, beautiful medicine. Originally, the story that I heard was this woman was cured by cancer, and she was only given a couple of months to live. Um, and I grew up with a spiritual family, and to me, that was just amazing to hear. So I found it really interesting. And as time grew on, I was becoming more and more destructive, self-destructive in my attitude towards myself and the way I lived my life. And I knew that I had this deep sadness and depression, but I didn't really know why or like where it originated from. And I did know that from the age of quite a young age, so 3, that I'd been through trauma, like consistent trauma. And I was so withdrawn from myself that I didn't really realize that that was the cause of why I was so unhappy. I just felt like I was just like unhappy and that was my lot in life. And then in 2018, I met this woman and we did a Kambo ceremony together and she explained to me how she brought a few people every so often to Namiakaya to do ayahuasca. And I was like, oh, I've heard of that. I would, I feel like instantly I was like, yes, like that is something that I need to go do. That's something that I really want to do. And within the next couple of months, I'd booked my trip and I came here in November 2019. And when I first come here, I was really withdrawn. I had no self-confidence, no self-assurance. I didn't really know who I was, and it really showed in my mannerisms. I was really shy, like I couldn't speak for myself. I had no voice. And even being here the first time and sharing my experiences in integration circles, that I would hold the stick and say like a couple of words and then I had to pass it. I couldn't even communicate how I was feeling or what I was going through. And coming here and doing the ceremonies and being in the medicine of ayahuasca, and it opened up a pathway of all these repressed memories. And in that, I realized and I found like the deep source of why I was in such despair and anguish. And it started my journey in my healing. And it was life changing. I wish I was able to come back here sooner, it now being 2024. And I wanted to, but with everything that happened in the world with COVID, it was just impossible. And in that time as well, like not only did my spiritual growth and healing come to a standstill, it almost regressed a little bit because I just got lost again and was pulled back into that self-destruction. And I'm so glad that I finally had the opportunity to come back here because it's, like I said, life changing. And the realizations that you have here and the connection that you make with the facilitators and Jill and all the other people here that come here to, seek some truth and some answers. And it just opens your heart so much. And I know that without coming here, like I wouldn't be here. that's the projection of my life and the way it was going, I wouldn't be here. And coming here this time, the difference between who I was then and who I am now after like this 9 days is crazy. Like, I'm able to speak my truth, I'm able to communicate, I'm able to cry in front of people. And for me, like, I felt so alone and I felt so closed off to myself that I couldn't even express that in front of anybody else. And it's like a family here. Like, you feel so supported and loved, and it brings you back to that realization that, you know, you really do have to care for yourself and you really have to do make time for yourself in that world where we have to like work to survive, and it's just all this consumerism, and you're basically designed to like be trapped. And I'm really, really looking forward to going home and carrying on my practices and my with breathing and yoga and following the new direction that I've been so unsure of following. Now I feel so sure in myself and what I need to do and how I need to go about living, to actually live and not just survive. Thank you.